Hello, and welcome to another edition of City Connections. I'm your host, Jody Baumgartner. This month, we'll be observing Fair Housing Month, talking about some technical advances with the Greensboro Police Department, and as always, bringing in a special guest for a face-to-face interview. But first, we are going to kick off spring with a look forward to what you can expect from the Parks and Recreation Department. So let's get to it. Summer is right around the corner, and for many of our young residents, that means summer day camps. Summer day camp registration begins this month. For more information on that, here's Kim Porter.
We actually provide quite a variety of camps. The ones that I'm most familiar with are our community recreation centers. And we have 10 of those, but there's camps also provided by the Sportsplex, adventure camps through the Lakes and Trails area, camps through our Cultural Arts Center. We've already actually started registration. It starts March 2nd. It's always the first Saturday in March, but it's ongoing at all the locations. They do take 75 kids per location. The camp will run June 10th through August 9th, and it runs 7:30 to 6 Monday through Friday. The only day that it's closed is July 4th. We do ages 5 to 12 in our camps. If they're 5, they have to have completed kindergarten. They can be 12 at the time that they sign up. They can turn 13 throughout the summer. We do offer a CIT program, which is being introduced this summer for ages 15 and older. So if they've aged out of one of our programs, they do have that option also. We have 10 community rec centers. They're spread throughout the city. All of them are located usually within about 4 miles of each other, so they're pretty accessible to anybody within the city of Greensboro. But those community centers can be found on our website, or if you call the one nearest to you, they can tell you what would be nearest to your location. Go to the City of Greensboro website, which is www.greensboro-nc.gov. And on that website, it's very user-friendly. There's a button at the top that says I want to, and if they click on that, one of their options is to sign up for, and then they can click on summer day camps. And it will give all the locations for all the community recreation centers, as well as sports camps taking place at the Sportsplex, and camps that are taking place at the Cultural Arts Center, and the Lakes and Trails adventure camps too. You know, the one thing I do want to say is our camps are really unique. It's such an affordable option for parents throughout the summer. And with the amount of activities that we do in our camps and the field trips that we take, it's really an unforgettable experience for the kids too.
Thanks, Kim. And parents, remember, summer day camps fill up quickly, so if you're interested, make sure you get out there and register. That brings us to this month's fun fact. How many recreation centers operated by Greensboro Parks and Recreation offer summer day camps for ages 5 through 12? A, 5, B, 10, or C, 15? We'll reveal the answer later in the show, so stay tuned to find out if you answered correctly. Last month, the Parks and Recreation Department converted the old Reading Railroad bookmobile into a new educational bus, what they're calling the EcoBus. The redesigned bus will focus on creative, hands-on environmental education for elementary-age children. Neil Thompson gives us a tour of the new educational bus.
The EcoBus is a bus that we inherited, and basically what we've done is we've turned it into a environmental classroom. And the name EcoBus stands for engaging the community in the outdoors. What we've done with the EcoBus is we basically have developed a mobile mechanism to reach out to different communities inside Greensboro.
Actually, this used to be the bookmobile, and so with both of us being city departments, a lot of people got together and decided that this would be a new use for this bus that could benefit both departments.
This sort of opened up where we got this bus and we sort of decided to create an environmental learning center out of it and deliver it inside the city limits and to schools and other organizations, which we hope to do plenty of. We've been pretty well booked up so far. We've got about 20 events that we're going to, and if you include the recreation centers, which will be showing up during the summer and engaging the kids with hands-on activities, it's going to be quite full. Essentially, we have a tour that we can go through on the bus. In addition, we'll be doing some outdoor activities, team building things with kids. It's going to be quite an interesting experience.
It's exciting in the fact that it's mobile and in the fact that it's a novel approach to education and to science, and the fact that It's a way for libraries and Parks and Recreation to partner together to make Greensboro just a better place for kids and more opportunities for educational enrichment and fun.
We are currently looking for sponsors for it. Anybody who would like to sponsor the EcoBus is most welcome. In addition to monetary funds, we're looking for any sort of organizations that would be interested in donating supplies that they think that might be educational, and we could take a look at those too. You can find out more about the EcoBus by contacting us at 336-373-3741, or you can go to www.greensboro-nc.gov.
Wow, what an exciting new feature for our city. And in other exciting news, the city has found its Parks and Recreation Director in Chris Wilson, who previously served as the interim director. We caught up with Chris, and here's what he had to say about what's new in Parks and Rec.
This is my 21st year with the city, so I've been around for just a little bit. I am a Parks and Rec guy. I've been with Parks and Recreation that whole time. I've worked in athletics, I've worked in maintenance, programming, administration. I've been very, very fortunate. I've gotten to do a little bit of a lot of things. I've worked with the community that whole time, a lot of work in our neighborhoods. I will tell you that I am very much a believer in a great workplace that has a great atmosphere. And I believe if our employees are happy, invested in what they do, then they're going to produce great things. So the very first thing that I wanted to do was get to know our employees to the extent, which I've had the opportunity to do over the years, but get to know them to the extent that I understand some of the things that really make them enjoy their work. Greensboro is very, very fortunate to have as many facilities as it has. It's a town that supports its Parks and Recreation. They've clearly made some investment in that. But it's also a department that's won 3 gold medals. It's accredited. So we're kind of, you know, if you look at the country and you look at Parks and Recreation agencies, Greensboro is one of those that everybody goes, if I want to learn how to do something or I want to see how things are done, that's the place to go. So I was just tickled to death to be working for the city and to get the opportunity. Parks and Recreation from its inception was very much about community. And so to that end that we help build community and we are a service to the community, we're going to listen to the community. So, you know, we're so very, very proud and very, very happy to have the services that we have here in Greensboro. As a member of this department, I can't tell you how happy I am to be able to be part of that. We make people smile every day. I don't know a better job in the world than to be able to come in and make people smile every day.
Thanks, Chris. We look forward to seeing what you have in store for Parks and Recreation going forward. To keep up with technology, the police department is implementing officer-worn cameras in order to help save time, money, and increase the safety for both the officers and the public.
We call it a body cam. The technology behind it is we allow an officer to actually wear an audio-video recording system. It offers us a lot of opportunity that well, because of technology issues we didn't have in the past. It's a product called the Axion camera, and it's made by Taser International. Which is a leading-edge technology company for law enforcement. It's actually worn on the officer's person. There are several different positions in which it can be worn. It can be worn alongside of a set of glasses, so the perspective is on the side of the head. It can be worn on a bracket, which allows it to come around the collar. It can be worn on the epaulette. But regardless, it typically sees what the officer sees. We currently have 125 of these, and through our police foundation, and the giving of some generous benefactors in the city and to the Police Foundation, we hope to double that to 250 body cams. And what that will allow us to do is, by switching the cameras between officers, we should, by the end of the year, be able to deploy a camera on just about all of our uniformed officers when they're working. At the end of their shift, they will return it to its charging bay, which automatically uploads the digital technology to a cloud-based server through evidence.com. So it's actually stored off-site. It's not even here. It's actually in another state. That increases security because it's redundant systems that allow it to be stored in multiple places. So if natural disasters, it wouldn't be lost. We don't need to record all the time. Number one, it creates a lot of data that we have to store, and of course that equates to dollars, and we want to be good stewards of the money. Because of the enormous amount of data related around video, it would strain any infrastructure within a city to keep it. My officers on average, on a busy evening, may do 25 to 30 calls of service. They may actually respond and do vehicle stops and a combination thereof of 30 or sometimes even more. So we would ask that every time that they take a police action, we know that those are the things that come into question. And we hope through having this audio video, we actually have the perspective of the officer, that we can better ascertain where we need to do a better job at times, or we need to communicate to our public. We believe that this will instow a level of confidence in the community and give us that opportunity to show exactly what we do and how situations unfold.
And don't forget, the new police headquarters opens its doors April 15th. Now we're going to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with this month's special guest and much more City Connections.